Hello again. Welcome back to my art and craft channel. In this video, I will be preserving this beautiful bouquet of roses for my cousin. Please enjoy watching and I hope you learn in this video. First step is to disassemble the bouquet. I already preserved many bouquets and this part is still hurting my heart because I know how much effort, time, and love was given to each bouquet when it was crafted. But I have no choice. But I do my best to reuse these materials. I used it to pack the finished product. Every time I do this, I wanted to become a florist. Are you like me? Wanting to try different hobbies and crafts? These roses are beautiful. Cut the stem. Elle did not cut the stem and leaves of the smaller roses. Now, prepare the silica sand. I reheated it so I can reuse it. I bought this last 2020 and I've been reusing it until now. It's expensive but very worth it. Silica sand changes color after absorbing moisture from the flowers. When I bought this the first time, it's color white and orange and it turns blue after absorbing moisture from the flowers. I just reheat it using a pan and stir it like I'm cooking fried rice, and it goes back to color orange. Please do not reheat it using the cooking materials that you're using to cook food though. Also, wear mask whenever you use it, because the silica sand is dangerous for your lungs if you happen to inhale it. Make sure to put the silica sand in every crevice of the flowers to make sure it will dry completely. Resin hates water or any moisture. Cover it tightly and you can also put tape on it. I also write the date of the first day of drying just to make sure I dry it enough. If you don't dry it enough, it will rot in resin. Put it in a dark place while drying. October 23rd. It's ready. Notice the change in color of silica sand. It already absorbed the moisture from the roses. How will you know if they are completely dried? They look like this, and they are crisp to touch. Crunchy like chips. If it's still soft to touch, it means not dried completely. The roses turn dark in color. The color of the flowers after drying will vary according to its type and size. Some flowers will be darker, some will be lighter in color. You need to remove all the silica sand from it. Be careful in handling them because they are so fragile after drying. They are very thin and crispy. You can easily damage them if not handled with care. My cousin chose this heart mold. I put gold foils on it because rose goes well with gold. Now, measure the resin for the first layer. If you want to preserve flowers, use the deep pour type of resin. Because if you use the normal resin, you might get flash cure. Flash cure is the sudden boiling and curing of resin resulting to damaged project. To avoid the big bubbles coming out from the flowers while curing, dip it in resin, cover it entirely. This process helps to seal all the air pockets inside the flowers. Look at the bubbles coming out from it. Measuring the resin for the first layer. I'm using 3:1 deep pour resin. You can also use 1:1 or 2:1 ratio. Stir it until becomes clear and no cloudy streaks. Pour it in the mold. And design it however you like with your dried leaves and flowers. Second layer of resin after 6 hours. The time depends on the type and brand of resin that you are using. If you are not sure when to pour the next layer, just dip a toothpick on it, and if it's still soft but not sticky, you can put the next layer. Third layer of resin after 6 hours. We are doing it by layers to avoid burning the flowers. And to also avoid flash cure. Because if that happens, you will damage the flowers, and you do not want that for commissioned ones. Because you can't replace it. Fourth layer of resin. Fifth layer of resin. And this is the last layer of resin. Demolding after 2 days. Spray with alcohol or soapy water for easy demolding. Now, for the last process, we need wet wipes and nail file. The edges are sharp, so you need to sand it before pouring the top coat. Just do it lightly. Top coat. We can also call it doming, since we are creating a domed effect on top. Finally, it's finished. I hope my cousin likes it. Thank you so much for trusting me. To be honest, I am still nervous until now whenever I'm doing commissioned flowers preservation, because if I messed it up, I can never replace it, but I always give my best every time I do it and pray a lot that everything will work out good, and thank God it did. So to my cousin, thank you very much for trusting me to preserve your precious bouquet from your special someone. These flowers will be forever now. For packing, I use the materials from the bouquet. My cousin is just my neighbor, but I still want to pack it like how I used to from my previous commissioned bouquets. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask below. See you on my next video. Keep safe, everyone.